Facebook. Davis Inspiration Studios fam, how are you guys? How are you doing? So excited that we are still doing what we got to do and reading as we normally do every time before class. That's just kind of what we do. We read. We do life planning stuff. And when we get in the classroom, we don't just dance. We make sure that we add to it the things that we need to have as artists, which are extra skills in knowledge and extra skills in our execution to understand the global perspective on the arts. So if you are new to this Facebook Live thing, so am I. So we're going to suffer on in through a few little things here and there. And I think I've worked out some of the stuff that we did last week, which was the book was backwards. I am told there is a little trick that there's a little trick for us to flip the book. So I'm going to give it a try and see if this works. So let's see here. I'm going to post this up right here. As you guys can tell, I'm in the car. Boom. So I can't get it any lower. But I'm going to check and see if this little wand thing will let me flip the script on my book. And if it doesn't, you guys are going to need to let me know. Because, hey, I don't see who's checking in, but you guys are going to need to let me know. Yeah, so if for some odd reason this doesn't work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have the book in front so you won't see me and you'll just actually see the book. So we are going to do what we do and make this happen, but I don't want to do what we did last week. So again, I've been told there's a little switch that I can use to flip my screen. And if it doesn't, ooh, that's a nicer look. Hi, hello, a little brighter. But we're going to check it out and see. But we're also going to jump right in. So let me know in the comments. I assume once you comment, I'm going to see it on my screen. But we are making this happen a little bit live. So, okay. So the more we are together, the more we are together. Together. The more we are together, the happier we'll be. Tell me if that's better, Ish. Yeah, okay. I guess that's better. For your friends are my friends. And my friends are your friends. Oh, the more we are together. Guess what? The happier we'll be. Thank you, Ish. She said, yeah, it's perfect. Okay, cool. Awesome. So again, the more we are together, that is the toddler book that we are doing today, that we did today. Now, this one I'm very, very excited about. It is called Dizzy by Jonah Winter and illustrated by Sean Quayles. This one is really exciting. And you can guess who this is about. So, Dizzy Gillespie. Let me see if I can turn off this light. Yeah, turning off the light is a lot better. Okay, cool. Dizzy. Hey, Colette. Hello. How you guys doing? So I guess I have all the kiddos with me so far. I'm seeing mommies, but I assume your kiddos are watching too. So let's jump into this one. This is the story of one real cool cat who must have been born with a horn in his hands, judging from the way he played the trumpet. But to tell you the truth, he wasn't born with a horn in his hands. He was born very poor and very tough. Hey, Lana. Hi, Mama. Other kids used to beat him up because he was so small. He liked to pretend it didn't bother him at all. Until one day, he just couldn't take it anymore. He just couldn't take it anymore. He got mad and he got even. He whooped the living tar out of some big bully. And before you knew it, he was fighting all the time. Fighting and fighting just for the sake of it. There was no rhyme nor reason for his fighting. He was always mad. You see, his dad was always beating him, and there was nothing he could do but try to be tough and try not to cry. Uh-oh, looks like he may have found some music. Then one day, his music teacher gave him a trumpet. He picked it up and blew that thing so hard as he could that it felt so good. He took all the anger he felt inside and blasted it through to the end of his horn. It was really, really loud. He didn't care how it sounded, which was pretty bad at first. He just kept playing and playing day after day until he no longer felt the urge to fight. His dad stopped whooping him, but with every blow he got from his dad, he blew his trumpet that much more until he was roaring and soaring. He was the best musician in his little southern town. Soon, that got boring. Playing notes on a page was what he learned to do, but what he wanted to play was this thing called jazz. All over the radio, jazz was the rage. In jazz, you took a melody and played it all different ways. You made up stuff and changed every phase. It was crazy. If a melody was like a rule, jazz was like breaking the rules, like inventing new rules. Jazz was like getting in trouble. It was fun. For the boy with the horn fueled with a fire that burned with every whooping, jazz was like a fire extinguisher. It was cool. For the boy with the horn stuck inside Podnock Town in the deep south where white folks put you down, jazz was like a ticket on a train to better days. So he boarded that train and moved up north to a place they called Philly. Right off the bat, he got a job in a jazz band and started acting silly. He'd fall off his chair, kick his feet in the air, flail around willy-nilly, playing practical jokes on various folks. Hey, Ashley. Hey. Glad you guys made it to the room. On certain nights, he'd elbow the piano man off the bench and play the keyboard with his left hand and the trumpet with his right. The older musicians, they soon got tired of his shenanigans. They wanted him fired. Not a chance, said the boss. This kid's a whiz. Even if he is a little dizzy. Dizzy, said the trombone player. Dizzy, said the drummer. Dizzy, said the rest of the band. And even when Dizzy was a man, that's what he was called. He didn't mind. This fit his plan. You see, to stand out on the bandstand. But Philly was small time and Dizzy got bored. So he caught the next train to the town so nice they named it twice. New York, New York. It was great. What a place. It was crazy, like jazz, sort of like Dizzy himself, except even crazier. There were cars honking and everyone talking all at once in different languages, people laughing, people shouting. New York broke all the rules, just like Dizzy, just like jazz. It never went to sleep. People were up all night playing music and dancing. And there was Dizzy, horn beneath his arm, soaking it in. The rumble and the roar of the A train and the brass and the saxes and the drums of the jazz clubs. And there was Dizzy, up on stage with the best jazz band of them all. Still before long, he was, you guessed it, shooting spitballs and clowning around, making funny faces, faking football passes behind the back of the band leader, while the dude was trying to sing. Partially to get a laugh, but mainly to get noticed. Totally Philly. I see you, Ish. You see, Dizzy knew he'd have to do something really special to get noticed in this band. That's why when it was Dizzy's turn to stand up and play, he played weird sounding notes. He played so high, he played so low, he played so fast. He played diddly diddly bop, diddly wop wop beep bleep. He puffed his cheeks out like this. During breaks and after the show, Dizzy'd be up on the roof with some other heap cats, teaching them this and that, you know, how to play Dizzy, how to play notes that no one had used yet. Here's the thing. Dizzy knew that sooner or later he was going to get fired for being a clown. But he didn't care because he was proud. Because somehow, somewhere, the man they called Dizzy had come up with some not so dizzy ideas. Ideas on how to change jazz into something new. And after he lost his job, oop bop sham, like a preacher, he spread the word of his new jazz rhythms and chords and late night sessions and late night clubs where folks would sit, not dance, and listen. Just listen. To the zibbity zee bop, zoobity doo bop bop, ziddity beep, ziddly bop, dee bop blop, dee bop, zee bop, noop, dap, bee bop, zee bop bop. It was like he had taken a wrecking ball and smashed it in the house of jazz till the walls came tumbling down in its place. He built a new house, the house of cool jazz. Soon, his whole name was up in big letters on the sign outside. Dizzy Gillespie. Dizzy Gillespie on top of the world, going, ziddly dee doo boo bop hiddly on his horn, and then if he ran out of notes, he'd say bebop. That's what Dizzy called this crazy kind of jazz that he had invented just by having the courage to be himself. Until the very thing that had gotten him in trouble so much, being a clown, breaking all the rules, had become the thing that made him great. His ticket into jazz heaven, where on certain nights Dizzy Gillespie still shoved the angel's Gabriel out of the way and showed him how to play bebop. And that is the end. Yay! I hope you guys have fun. I will definitely post this to YouTube. And we're going to keep going on Saturdays because we have gone completely digital until we get through this crazy season. And when we get through this season, we might just keep it up. But more importantly, by the end of the week, we'll have some digital dancing up, and I'll be sure to let you guys know. So thank you guys for watching today. And we hope to see you next Saturday and at different times throughout the week. Okay, God bless. Bye.